YouTube watching. There we go. We'll move that over there. Perfect. Oh, I thought I moved that. Let's turn that off real quick. Perfect. So like I said, we're gonna be kind of working on. It's a little skip thing. First let's check our. Um, so we have all low, so that's what we want. We don't want high for like it works fine on my side, but it gets really laggy, so we are not gonna worry about that. I know we're gonna about ads are about to start. I forgot my water, so that kind of sucks. Um, oh well, it is what it is. What it is. um, so yeah, we are going to be. So have this up, so it should be. Oh, is it not? Let me go look on. Hang on. Oops. Let's go here. Oh, I just noticed there's nothing for YouTube. I don't have a bot account for that. Whoops. It's this one, and then it is this one, which is wrong. Hopefully they'll change it. I thought it changed. Continue. Oh, I am my own bot. Okay, that works. So let's close out. Oh, nope. No. Oh, so YouTube's working, so they all should be working. Why does it say? That might be an old one. So 3D Bros 64. Nope. Sorry, I was trying to add. I forgot I didn't even have it up. So, it's gonna be a short stream though. Maybe till 8:30, I think. 404 hair. How you doing, D man? Hopefully you're having a good day. Before viewer not found. Yeah, no, I don't know. I sent that out because I know some people don't really look at it, so I'm like, I sent it out in error. Don't worry about it. You don't have to come in. It's fine. I'm trying to figure out where I should be, and I put myself up in the top left corner because I think that's probably about the only area that is probably going to be pretty good to be in. Oh, there's other errors too. Like 404 means like there's certain I think 404 it's like there is no site. But then you have like a 502 error, which the site's there, but it's like, we don't want to send you anything, kind of. Okay, so, but we're just going to be working on some stuff today at attributes. I do have, and like I said, it'll be part of a video series I've been watching. So we will just continue with what I was doing with that. And once I finish that, we're going to start working on my game. And it's going to take a while because I need to get all the animations. I might even need to make some animations for files not. Yep. HTML errors, I think. So was it, I know 4403 error. So like, so you have a 404, which is like, hey, it's not here. I'm pretty sure. Page not found. Yeah, so the page isn't here, but then you have a 403 error, which is, hey, we know you want access, but we're not going to give it to you. So, oh, nice, 3 consecutive streams. Yeah, I'll be trying to stream a little bit more. It's just gonna be short times during the, it's gonna be kind of short times. Make sure. Stream settings or stream. Yep. Okay. Be the same for this one. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of other errors. 404 is the most common, is because like what could happen is if someone's working on the website, they could take it down on accident, depending on what they're working with, which happens. That's why it happens the most frequent. So um. Let us kind of work on this. So we do have should we have a class? Or components? Okay. So we do have, there we go. So then if we look through here, we have our components. We could probably erase a lot of that. Hang on, let me components. So we don't really need this. I need to do a GitHub thing too. I haven't done that. So GitHub, like, it'll back everything up. So if something were to happen, I could have it come back from the last time I did a backup. Just let's see. Don't need this. Don't need this. Because I'm just trying to get all this to look a little better. So that's weird. Yeah, oh yeah. Like interesting. Hang on, let's go look back through this real quick. I mean, okay, so I did. It's fine. That's weird. These shouldn't be. There's no member begin play. Oh, let's stop. My bad. Let's stop this. Do an F7, which will allow us to. It'll build it to make sure there's no issues. If there's an issue, it'll say, "Hey, here's your issues." I just have to look through it. It usually takes a little bit. See, down here it shows where it's at, so it's loading. And there's gonna be a ton of failures, but a lot of those don't matter because they're part of like the package. Like I don't like see there's 24, but that doesn't matter. So the result right here I think is what matters. So if we were to push play, it should work. Yeah, so it's gonna work. It would have failed already if it didn't. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why these are class object not a member of tick component. Don't understand what's going on with that. I just want to make sure it's not broken, but it's loading. Huh. I am not sure what's going on, honestly, with this.
Talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face.
I thought Paradox was here. He likes to do that one. I heard it twice though, so I don't know if you guys did or not. Like I said, I just want to make sure it looks like it's gonna load. Let me. Yeah, there's an issue. Oh, it's loading. So it's right somewhere. Actually, okay, it's right here. So it loads fine. There's no issue with it. So basically, what that's telling me. Oops, we can get rid of this. So if it loads, even though there's these red squiggles, that just tells me that the IntelliSense hasn't caught up. And don't worry about these red arrows. That's just saying, hey, there was something here that got removed. That's more for like the GitHub. So if we do GitHub desktop, let me make sure. I don't think there's going to be anything. So if we look through here, it's just like these are the files that changed. Like you can actually go in and look. Like, so some of this was added. And then some of the stuff changed. So as you can see, like the file size changed, which means so basically what this SHA is, it's your hash. Oops. That SHA-256. As you can see, you know, one's red, so it was this originally, it changed to this. That's because if you change like one character from a file and you do, let's say you do not encrypt it, you find your you hash it, right? So you can make sure. So let's say you, to be more secure, what you can, like if I were to let's say make a file, I put it on the internet and I'm like, here's the hash. Unless someone, I mean, they if someone comes in and changes that and someone downloads it and runs, you know, the hash I tell them to run against it, so in this case SHA-256, and it doesn't come back, they know there's something wrong with that file. So if you literally like change one character, this whole thing changes. It's not going to be the same, not even close. It's kind of crazy. But basically what this is saying is that it actually shrunk down, so I probably deleted some stuff from it. But yeah, that's all the stuff. There's 18 changes. I don't know exactly what I did. Looking through, I don't remember. Oh, I was messing with the IK. And I was trying to learn about the IK, and you know, I'm like, I need to talk to someone else about it, and unfortunately they're not live right now, so I'll have to go. It's Jedam, and he's from New Zealand, and so he said he's coming on tomorrow, so at 8 p.m. So he'll be on in 25 hours. Just messing with. So what I was doing was messing with IK, and that's what I was doing. So we can commit that, and I deleted some stuff from the map, and then boom, we're done. This is in our section 16, which is what we're working on right now. But we are, like I said, I like this to kind of look a certain way. So all these, like, I don't like, if there's two, I don't like that. I like it to be like kind of closer together. So I'd like to look and see. 1 a.m. in the UK right now. Is it? Spring forward, fall back. So yeah, it would be. Hopefully we get rid of the daylight savings time. That's just like a hassle. There's really no need for it. Back in the day I can understand, but now there's really no need. It was mainly for farmers, and with like the you know, the increase in technology back from, you know, like 30 years ago, it's even better. Yep, 5. Oh, it is 5. So you're 8 p.m. Where you at? Because East Coast, so you're even further east than the East Coast of the U.S. Because it's 7 for me. Let's see. So it's loading the map. We'll let it load the map. So anyways, we need to go back in here. One of the first attributes I guess we're going to look at, my math is off. 12, okay. Yeah, I thought you were part of, I don't think Maine's in there. It's hard to tell. Like, this is what I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at. So, like, I live in the Mitt, or the Mitten. So I live in Michigan. But I was looking up here. I'm like, what's this? Because I know, like, Maine comes up here somewhere, but I don't think that's Maine. Like, this is all 3. You see this? This is all 3. You move over to 4, and 4 doesn't go all the way into like Argentina and Chile, and I think it's Uruguay right here. You got parts of Brazil. It's kind of weird. Like, and then you have this. Like, it comes way over here. Like, it's weird. Like, and then like Canada's still in. Like, this is. Oh man, that's funny. Oh well. Okay, I think that's kind of humorous. I mean, you guys probably don't have to. It's fine. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to look at is health. We're going to, there's two public sections. First, let's remove this, put this up here in this one. And since these are not like together, like this is they're both, like if we go over here, like you have your attributes and then you have your tick, or no, you're up here is your, never for, oh, it wasn't, it was for business to save money on lighting and oil that is used to. I did not know that. I thought it was for farmers so that they could like harvest their crops, or I mean, but that makes more sense. Thinking about it at least. So if we go, yeah, so these are not this, I mean, this is the constructor, which I'm having by itself, and then these are the functions after. So we're going to do private for here, because the only thing that should be, I guess, doing this, I mean, we might change it later, but we'll have our health. And then we'll do you property. This is edit anywhere. Double check. Okay. So category equals attributes. So this would be the current health, and then float max health. So we'll copy this as well because they're going to be the same. So this will be the maximum health. I mean, we probably don't need that. I mean, it's kind of a given. To me, this kind of helps me out, remember, but max health is pretty self-explanatory. But if you saw health, it's like, okay, whatever, not, but make sure it's the current. So we save that. It kind of, there's nothing in blueprints, but where, oh, so we have our private. I had to do a paper on it in high school. It's a popular misconception that it was for farmers. I mean, that could have been, honestly, could have been part of the thing as well, though. Save fuel for the effort. Get a bit, oh yeah, so it went back like to the dated back to Benjamin Franklin and formalized by some other people to align to daylight when people's waking hours to reduce the need for artificial lighting. I mean, I don't know. I think with everything now, I don't see the need myself for daylight savings. It says, I mean, that's what Reddit says. Of course, you'd have to do a lot more research. You'd probably have to go find scientific articles would probably be the best bet. Because, I mean, they would dig more in the depth on it rather than, people on Reddit or just some random website. Unless they list their, hey, this is where we found it. No raids? I don't know. What do you mean no raids? Oh, that's weird. I don't even know where that's at. Oh, you want to know what? I think I said it and I forgot to change it back because usually when I'm near ending, I'll go which I thought I switched it back. It's weird. I keep forgetting where it's at. Oh, there we go. My bad. Sometimes when I'm if I'm going to be ending stream soon and I know people are on that might want to raid me, I will not allow raids because I don't want to have to stay on because I got some other stuff I probably think I was doing. Wow, that must have been set for a while because I don't even remember when I said it, honestly. My fault. It should be fixed though. No, I'm just kind of watching a video series of something and then I'll start slowly working on my own game and then working on an inventory system on the side while I do stuff. I need to find a ton of animations though. Well, not a ton. I don't think I want to focus on combat in the game I'll be making at least yet. Oh, well, well, welcome in, FBI. And then, oh, Booms. Booms guy. Booms little cat. Both sides. But welcome in, everybody. Hope you are having an awesome day. I am Dr. Dark. I am a noob. I know very little, and I'm trying to learn some C++ right now. So I'm kind of listening to a course, and we're kind of been going through. So basically, 10 minutes from now when this finally opens, because it's so super slow, there's a number of things I can do. There's some things I still need to look into, and I was directed to talk to Jed, so I'll have to, whenever I see him on, I will have to talk to him. But basically, when I'm doing IK, oh, it should actually be open here in a second. So whenever I'm doing IK, like on this leg, it doesn't actually work. See how it doesn't work, but if you go on this leg, I mean, it works interestingly, I guess. But it works, type of thing. So I was told that Jed had that same issue, and he'd probably be able to give a little bit more information about what's going on. You could pick up stuff. I don't think it'll crash. Okay, it won't crash. Break stuff, and you have this. Yeah, I'm reminded of Jed's streams. Yeah, he said he was going to, so I'm in his Discord. He said he'd be streaming tomorrow at 8. Okay. I don't know why I can't hit this. And then it crashes. That's where it crashes. So I have to figure out what's going on. I don't know why it crashes when I hit that specific one. But yeah, it didn't actually pop up the output log either. Infinite loop detected, blueprint. Oh, yeah, it's not really an infinite loop though. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'm just trying to learn how to do a lot of the stuff rather than worry about fixing. I mean, if I can fix it, then I will. Like the IK is pretty important to work with. That's kind of important too, but I don't know. Let me think. Where was it at? I don't even remember where it's at. We can stop this real quick. It would be in items. Is it in here? Or was it in, I think it might have been an item. Maybe not. I don't remember honestly where it was at. There's a script or some code that I had to write, which I did write, and it still didn't fix the issue. So I'd have to go look it back up. But yeah, that's all I've been kind of working on. Just once I get done with this, like I said, I was just gonna make just a pure, straight up like farming type game where, because I like hang on, let's finish first. So for sure planting, and I'm gonna go say like animals, so cows and pigs and sheep, chickens and whatever. I was gonna have like a couple different like maybe like some cities kind of nearby so you can run back and forth between them. So as you kind of expand, you're like, hey, I can't expand anymore, and you need to expand, so you can hire someone to help you watch over one farm, and then you can go buy some more property and then kind of go back and forth with a helper type thing, just making money. Um, that was the first game, and then eventually, I want to add like the final game I want to have has that aspect. We'll have some combat. We'll have like fishing. We'll have what else we have? Gathering and cooking is the couple ones I was thinking about adding at least. So yeah, I don't know where that was. I wish I remember. I don't think it was on the weapon class. So it's not there. It's not there. I don't remember. Wait. Might have been. No, shoot. I don't remember. No, it wasn't this. I forget. I'll have to look it back up. But yeah, so there's an issue with that. So we'll figure that out. I just wanted to continue and just kind of keep going, and then when I start working on it myself, I will then kind of figure out the issues. I've been, like I said, I've been looking at the IK, and I've found a number of resources, and they're just kind of like meh. They were not like super helpful. Is all I'll say. I mean, they kind of were, but they weren't. They didn't like fix what I was looking for. But, anyways, we were working on. Let's close that. I didn't do anything to that, did I? I didn't. I shouldn't have. Let's go here and here. Did this? Yeah. Okay. So this did get fixed. These had some squiggly lines. I was kind of concerned at first, but it ran. So there's just IntelliSense just being slow. Oh wait, we wanted. So we want to go to enemy. Oop, fix that. Fix this. I think we're good. Sorry, I have a lot of notes, so I can have an understanding of what some of this is. I'll have to go back through eventually, and remove it, but it'll be alright. So so let me see what he was saying real quick. So we want to add a component for when we hit the enemy is what we're doing. That's what it is. So it'd be the hit particle. Wait. Not hit. Particle. Components. Butte. Go top since we already have these, and it's not. Copy this real quick. There we go. Oop. There we go. So want to do this. Nope, I guess we don't want anything else. Okay, so we are adding an attribute onto the enemy, which is probably going to be the health one. So we kind of close some of these real quick. There we go. Okay, components. Include components. Is it the wrong? Oh, oops. My bad. Gotta have quotes. or won't see it. Attributes component.h. So we're pulling this in. I don't think that's out. No, we did just the normal attribute, didn't we? Oh, no. Okay. So yeah, so okay, so I think, like I said, I'm still noob at this and I'm slowly understanding some things. So for this, we created this, folder for our components, which are attributes. So, health, magic, coins, things like that. So now what we're doing is hey, we need to put it on things. So we need to put it on the enemy because the enemy's going to be taking damage. We're also eventually going to be putting it on ours because we're going to need to take some damage. So there. Okay, close that out. Sorry, I'm just kind of little like I need to fix some things. So, oh wait, no, we don't want to get mesh. Hey, I do need. You're still here. Yep. Oh wait, what did we save it? We saved it as attributes, or should we do attributes? Maybe attributes. Set. Oh, oops, no. Defaults or defaults. I always forget what this is. Oh, create. That's why. Default sub objects. You component. Text. This is attributes. There we go. Oh, looks like there's some stuff going on right now. So, but yeah, so there's an ad going, but YouTube does not have ads. So basically we're creating this object which should create it on the enemy class. We can go look. It should be on, like, if we have to open the enemy blueprint, it'll be in there. I do remember that. And I'm going to keep continuing on as I go, but I'm going to stream some of the stuff I do as well. I don't know where it's going to pop up, though. Message log. I don't know where that went. Oh, it's over here. It's literally like way off my TV screen. Okay, so we have this. If we open up our blueprint, our enemies, enemy, and if we look, yep, so we have our attributes now, which, like I said, is going to be like the health and whatnot. So now I don't know how to, I know how to get it to appear like this. That's pretty simple. It's just now, what else do we need to do? That's where I'm going to be kind of lost. Can we open? Okay. I left this, but since it's not hooked up, guess we probably don't need it. Compile. Oh, yep. Here's our attributes. 100. So we'll give him full health right now. So we'll have. Oh, we're gonna have the same two. We're gonna have stamina, max stamina, magica or magic, and max magic. So, but then the other thing is like when you're playing any sort of game. So if we look at, I know I've been playing ESO lately. Images. Hang on. Let's pop this up over here real quick so you can see what I'm looking at. I'll see if I can find some. like here. So if we look here, so okay, so for the enemy has it up here, up at the top of the screen, right below the compass. You know, the players for ESO are on the bottom. You have your magic, your health, and then your stamina. Um, so we'd have to figure out: do we want the health to be above the character, which I've seen a number of games do that. I know. I think WoW does that. World of Warcraft, I guess. Oop, I could spell. I think World of Warcraft you can have. I mean, you could turn it off too. That's the thing, but I'm pretty sure. That. Oh yeah, that's fine. So I know some people are lurking. I don't want them to have to come and. But yeah, it's. I mean, if you guys want to, you can refresh or, I think there's like the. Yeah, just refresh should be fine. But yeah, so because what was I? But yeah, so in World of Warcraft, I don't see like usually it like this is pretty clean, but you could have it set up in the settings where it would pop up above their head, um, like overhead. So yeah, like here we go, like this one. So it would look like this. So it gives them the name of what the thing is, and then how much health they have, and then their level. So that's another way to do it. That way, I mean, it's nice, but I also so trying to that's one thing you have to figure out is where do you want the health. Like I said, there's a lot of games that have it in a lot of different places. The other thing is if you click on the enemy, something like this would happen. So you would have yours is sometimes on the top left, and this is who you're IDing. Like, hey, you're looking at this person. So that's another way for to have it. So there's like in WoW, there's two. You have it, like this, or you have when you're viewing the enemy, and in ESO, it's just at like we showed it was at the top. Oops. So yeah, just trying to figure out kind of where to put it is going to be. We'll have to figure that out. But right now, getting it to the screen is what I need to understand, which is something I am not exactly sure how to do yet. So, like I said, that's one of the reasons we're going through. That's just a particle effect. Actually, I kind of modified a particle effect to do that. There we go. Let's move away from there. I might end up because I think EP earn tall. I wonder. We'll just delete that. Okay. So if we look here, is this here? Yep. So our health's here. Okay. So that makes sense. That's like I said, it's been a while. I should have known you need a widget blueprint. So we can do usually when stuff's on the screen, that's going to be our HUD. So like our health. There it is. Widget. Okay. So these are like UI. So these are like the user interface stuff. Do we just do user widget? Oops. Widget that can utilize UI extensibility or extensibility, I guess, through the okay. So do we just click this one, I guess? Widget blueprint. What should we is this the whole HUD maybe? Should we put it all in one or should there be multiple? That's a good question. I forgot to see. Oh, it's open. Okay. So that is open. Oh. Okay, so health bar. Okay. Yeah, you do there's a ton of good kind of neat stuff you can do here. Graph. So that's like our normal. Okay, so designer, widget reflector. I don't know what that is. I saw. I want to click it. Okay, so we have compile. That's pretty self-explanatory. Usually, what's progress bar? Or do we usually would? There's a ton of there's a different ways. Everybody does it a different way. So, um, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of looking around. Foreground color. So if we're doing health, we can do green. We usually have stamina though. Like red is usually health. Um, can oops. What you doing, bud? So basically, I have my desk set up where it's away from the wall about a foot, 18 inches, and I have two speakers, two monitors. So what a monitor is, it's like if you're in a studio, they use monitor speakers. Um, so they're a little different. Like usual speakers have, either the what can they use? They can use like Bluetooth. They can use, the two cords for the left and right. This actually uses a plug-in, so you plug it in, and then it plugs into my focus right down here, so I can turn this up. So, but anyways, so I have those behind my desk, and I have my desk out, and then right down behind there, I have like a little bench type thing where I can store stuff in, and my cat likes to just jump on it, so he's just sitting there looking at me. So, um, yeah, that's why I said, "What are you doing, bud?" Because he's just sitting there. Oh, he's laying down now. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's usually kind of behind. He's laying. He's facing that way. But yeah, usually I have my foot up on it. It feels nice too. It's um. So, um. So the, I think I'm gonna put that there because it's like a progress. So as I'm pretty sure you can link it to as it's like an XP bar. So as you gain XP, it'll increase. I'm pretty sure you can have it set up so if you take damage, you can link the damage that you're taking to the progress bar based on so if you start off 100 health, you do 10 damage each time. It'll take 10%. I'm pretty sure. Um. Okay, what? Okay, so here's the size of it. It's like 720p. Um, how do you move this? Oh, okay. You just move it there. All right. So if we go up here, um, okay. Okay. What's this do? Oh. Okay. I want to put. So if I do 0, there we go. So what is the point? Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of messing with some stuff. Mm. Oh, okay. So the percent fills it up. So we don't want left to right. We want to go because it's going to be full going down. We want right to left. Oh, that's kind of wrong though. We'd want to switch that. Fill. Okay, so I'm How should we do this? No, we don't top to bottom. So I wish the bar would start full. Like I wish 0 would be like right now I wish this whole thing would be blue, and then as you go down, like as you're getting hit, that's usually how it goes down. So it's kind of, we'll have to figure that out. Mask and scale. Okay. So we can compile and save. So let me think. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, okay. So we'll do 300. So we want to create a new C++ class. Because from the sounds of it, we want to have this on the enemy, I guess. Okay. So we want... Oh, there we go. Widget component. Is that this one? So next, I'm guessing that's right. All right. So hey, how you doing? Let me see. Okay, so if you want to have it start full, use the result of each. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me go back real quick. Thank you for that. Dude, I'm not on YouTube. I'm sorry. I don't want to totally ruin your name. You decided to go with a small game or your game in separate parts. I decided to. Oh no! It's every time that pops up. I think of that little kid meme you said had. Wait, what? Wait. With that little kid meme you first had it as when. Oh. Okay. I still have all that stuff. I have to go onto my I have to go find it, and then I have to relink it through Firebot, I think. If you want to have it start full, use the result of each as their percentage value. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. I pushed the button. I don't know what the button did. But how you doing, Cavino? Hopefully you're having a good day. I will figure. I might not figure this out, but I'm going to copy what you have. FJ Eden, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't want to like slaughter your name. No, not Unreal. Sorry, I'm looking at my random stuff. Here we go. So new notes. We're gonna name this health, or not even health bar. So attribute bar. Hang on, I'll move it over. So this, I have just a ton of stuff. So we'll post that in there, so that I know that's how to do that, and I will copy your name out so I know who said it. So, oh yeah, I'm sorry, Cavino, I forgot. So I decided to do a small game. Right now I'm not doing a game at all. I'm going through a course to kind of figure out how to do some stuff, because I think Unreal is more. I mean, you have to do more to do stuff like in Godot. So I'm just trying to finish the course I'm using to kind of have some knowledge, and then I'll start a small game. And like I was mentioning a little earlier, so basically what it's going to be like a farming game. You take kind of like Stardew pretty much, or Harvestella, the farming part from Harvestella, because they both have, combat to them. Stardew, you go into a mine down to 100 floors, I think was the bottom. In Harvestella, it's like kind of like an open world type area where they have a couple towns and stuff. So what I was thinking of, I don't think I'll do combat, so I'll just focus on farming. And now specifically with farming, I need to plant stuff. I'll need to uh, like do stuff to have it grow, and then I'll have to then you'll be able to reap it or to take it. And then I'll have to have it, the ground be set up to till, I guess. So using like a hoe or something to till the ground. And then from there, I was thinking about adding animals as well. So, your cows, pigs, chickens, just normal farm animals. And then, use the food that you make to feed them. If you have any left, then you can go sell to get more seed. And so the system's going to be kind of interesting to do. And then from there, I do the end game I would like to make is that, but you also have fishing, you have gathering, you have cooking, you'll have combat, you'll have crafting pretty much. You can craft your own armor, you can craft your own weapons, you can find the weapons. Just very too much for me right now, so that's why I'm focusing on one game. So that's kind of just pretty much the farming game from the farming aspect from Stardew or Harvestella. Then be able to hire people. You can only have so much land. You have a couple cities, and you can only have so much, maybe more than a couple, but you can only have so much land at each of the cities, and you have to pick. Hey, I want to do this on this area. So let's say you can have maybe in one of the towns you can have 5 plots for farming. And then you have 3 or 1 or something for your animals, except for chickens. Chickens will just run around. But then you have 1 area for animals. You have to choose if it's going to be a cow or if it's going to be, because then you can. I don't want to do milk, but I'll have to figure out just milk. I'm gonna put milk in quotes. You just go up to it and it gives you milk type of thing. Not doing all the animations for it, but or chickens could give you eggs. Sheep could give you wool that you can then turn around and make stuff with the wool. You can just sell the milk from the cows to try to get money to, buy more seed, to plant the seed, to give to the cows and stuff, or to sell if you have too much, or, stuff like that. That's what I was thinking, at least for the first game. And like I said, going on from there, when I was talking to Matt, he's like, either you could add on, or you could just make a whole new game. So what I could do is, hey, I'll just make a fishing game, so you can go fishing, but you have to buy licenses to go fishing in certain areas, and those other areas might be more money. So you have to sell your fish. You have to get a lot of fish to sell to get enough money to go to a new area. But then, hey, I need a new rod or something. So hey, because of the different type of fish, or you might need a stronger string or fishing line. There we go. You might need a stronger fishing line because some of the fish, might break the line you have over here in this area that you purchase your new license to use, but not over here. And it's stuff like that, at least for the fishing. And then I don't know, I'll have to think of a game for the crafting that'd be a little more interesting. You'd have to probably have some sort of combat or something in order to get all the stuff you would need. So you'd have to go out and fight. If you're doing leather, you'd have to go out and fight wolves or just other animals to get leather, to make leather armor. Or you have to go gather ore to make. And then, your pickaxe can't break this ore, in Minecraft. So your hammer or your pickaxe can't break this ore because it's your rock could break iron, let's say, but your rock can't break the next level up type thing. So yeah, it's gonna, like I said, that was just right now off the top of my head of something that we could do, because I was taking a couple things. I was taking Minecraft. I was looking at Skyrim too, because they you go out and mine with them. But they just have a pickaxe and it's just a couple hits, and so I don't know. Those are some ideas that I was thinking. But yeah, now that I was thinking about it, I'm just call you dude because I see dude. One when I was working on UE4, he did go over that, and when I was talking, I was thinking about that too. So I just don't remember how to go about switching this over to be the percentage off the top of my head. I'll figure it out eventually, but I do have it written down, and I do have your name, so I can thank you more later. But yeah, those are, like I said, those are some of the ideas, and then eventually I want to make my final game is going to be more like like a number of games kind of combined. So yeah, and it's all going to be in low poly too. So I bought a number of low poly assets. I got a number for free. So I want to kind of use those since I purchased them to try to make a game or make a couple games to try to, get, which hopefully I'll be able to get my money back. I didn't spend too much, so I'm not really too worried about it, but try to use that to, get my money back, and then maybe make a couple more using the low poly assets to kind of then be able to purchase, some higher ends, like higher end things to, I don't know. Oh, like I said, it probably could take forever, or not very even happen, one of the two, but I don't care. It'll be fun. I'm not really worried about it. I could probably just go purchase what I need anyways, but okay, so did we create our widget? All right, so let's go back to this. So did we create our widget component? I don't think, nope. I don't think we did. I think I closed out of it and started kind of going off. Okay, that'll work. So take our widget component. So this could be designed to show a widget. Okay, so the widget component shows the widget. Okay. So we'll probably put this in. So if we do health bar components. Oops, I'm not spelling that right. Okay, so we can put this in the HUD. We can have it created. I don't think we have a HUD. We do not. Okay, so that's probably a good idea. Put it in there. Okay. Now I forget how to do all. I think we. So it's creating over here. So before I do a reload in the Visual Studio, I think I want to wait till this gets done. I'm waiting for my. I know there's going to be another ad running here in a couple minutes. I'm just waiting. I'm just going to grab my drink. I forgot it. My mouth's running kind of dry. I've been talking a lot. But, let's see what we got. So, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, I haven't. Okay. But yeah, so I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to learn Unreal. I tried Godot. I have no problem with Godot at all. It's just I don't think Godot likes me type of thing. Oh, it's over here. So we have this / the live code stuff, but we can close that. So this is back up. We can just close this. Divide the current HP by the max. Oh, are you? Okay. I think that would need to be done because that doesn't show up in the I'll remember. Hang on, I gotta think. I don't think that shows up in something. Oh yeah, so that doesn't just show up. I might have to actually code that in C++ maybe. I don't see. Is there anything? I don't see it. Okay. So divide the current HP by the max. Yeah, so because it goes up to 1. Okay, so I get that. Because then you're using percentages. Let me. Oh my gosh, like I kind of remember doing that, and I I just don't remember where, because the class I was doing was UE4 C++, and like I said, I do remember something about that. I just can't remember where. That's the downside, because I kind of stopped. So if I would have kept going, I would. So I stopped because I went and I got my master's degree, thinking that it would help me kind of move my career forward, and it not really. It just kind of had me be a better rounded person. So I do a lot of stuff at work. Um, so I'm on my team. I'm on is the wide area network team, but I don't focus on that. I do some stuff with the wide area network stuff. Configuring, well, not really configuring. We look at the routers, and we look at the router from the ISP, and then because they allow us to have access, and we look at our site router, and then if I notice an issue, then I have to let that team know. Or I have to let the ISP know, hey, there's an issue with this, the route's wrong, you need to go change it. Then I do the network design for all our IoT devices that get put on the network. And then I work with our security team on that. Sometimes, if it's something new, I do. If it's something that we've already done before, I don't, because they've already allowed it. So I work with them to only on things that are kind of one-offs. If it's normal, like you have like 80% of things will fit right here, and then I also look at these other 90 or 95%, and then I look at the other 5 or 10%. I'd be like, all right, well, this is what I think we should do, and I send it over to the security guys. They look at it, and then they either give a thumbs up or, hey, you need to tweak it a little bit. And then I say, and then I tell other people that, hey, you need to go implement this. See what I mean. I do their disaster recovery plans for all our network devices. I do a lot of stuff, and it's ad right now, so give me 1 second. I need to go grab my drink because my throat is very dry. So let me oh, it's over here. So let me go do that real quick. I'm gonna turn this camera off real quick. All right, I'm back. Hang on. Okay, it works. But yeah, so I worked with our network engineer for about a year and a half before he retired. And so I'm waiting for the position to open back up. Oh, my wife was just over there talking to the cat, trying to coax him out, and it didn't work. I know, I'm joking. No, she was just saying hi to him. But yeah, so I mean, I do a lot of stuff. That's why I say if you have any tech questions or you just need help with anything, for the most part, I should be able to help, except for certain areas like programming, I can't. I'm horrible at programming. I'm still learning. I'm still kind of understanding. Yeah. So that's what we got with this. Why is this locked? Progress bar. Oh, okay. So the progress bar is what I accidentally clicked and opened. Okay. So yeah, we'll just leave this stuff open. It's fine. So where's he doing this at? Oh, enemy. Okay. So now, so basically, what he's going over is adding the actual health bar to the was it you widget component is what we're working with. And then health bar. Oh, we didn't name it, so we'll name it. It's just the health bar widget. So we'll for declare the class. Class U widget components. So that should. Oh. I thought it would. Is it not just. Is it not? Let's hit F7 real quick and check. It should tell us if there's an issue. It might just be IntelliSense. Oh, it's not going to be intelligent. I just can't spell. There we go. That's what happened. I can't spell. Okay, that's fine. That happens all the time. So we want to do the same thing here. So we will put it in here. Widget components. Hang on, let me move this over real quick. So we do U widgets components. Oops. Unreal 5. So there. It's under components as well. Okay. Reconnected successful. Okay, now we're live. There we go. Okay, oh, there we go. It's reloading. I was about to close that out for a second. I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. It's kind of just disconnected and then got reconnected. Luckily, I don't know what happened. But I guess we are here now, so we're back. Nothing too bad happened. How bad is the bit rate? 4K. Lovely. It should be 6K. Going out 6K, only going there at 4. So if it's the kind of bad at either YouTube or Twitch, I'm sorry. It's not me because I'm going out at 6K out my internet. So I mean, it could be me still, or my ISP at least. Okay, so let me look at so divide current. Okay. So we want you widget components. Uh-oh, did it drop again? Okay, no, it's working good. Hang on. So no, so the time to live, the time is fine. Is it still? Says it's live. I don't know. Maybe is it fine? It should be fine, I guess. Maybe. Looks fine. It should be fine, right? Okay. Okay, so we have our widgets. Text. Health bar. There we go. That should work. Oh, just stopped over there. Okay, that's weird. Okay, hang on. UMG. I don't think we need to add UMG anymore. There's a number of things you don't have to add anymore to this. Which one is it? This one, build. There's a number of you who do have to add, but I don't think we need. I don't think we needed Niagara, but I mean I can just do it real quick, just to be safe. For widget components. Okay. I don't see anything, so it should be fine. Double check real quick. And it looks fine. I wouldn't worry about these, because this is where you should worry about. Like, these are failed because of the nougat or whatever packaging thing. There's some that fail. I don't know. I don't even bother worrying about it. So do health bar widget to set up root or set root components. No, oh, set up attachment root components. Or no, it's not. That doesn't mean it does it. Or does it? I think it does. It's just not. Oh. Get root components. Okay, so we should be. Okay, got that. Okay, so let's make sure that our health bar widget's gonna be there. Get something to drink real quick. But yeah, I'm trying to learn programming, so I have a kind of more well-rounded, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter the language as long as you understand how to structure it. The language, I mean, you can learn that usually pretty quick. It's just me, what I'm having issue with is the structuring of how everything kind of goes together. Like, the components here, you create a component header and CPP file, right? And then you would, work on getting that up and running, and then you can then throw that on, your enemy, or you can throw it on your character, or you can throw it on whatever. And that's where I kind of understand how to do that now. It's just still a little weak. Okay. So, blueprint. Enemy. Okay, so we have our health bar widgets. Okay. So I don't see it. Oh, he's just looking here. He was just looking right here. Perfect. I wonder if 300 is too much though. We'll have to wait and see. Material. I'm not seeing what he did, so that's not very good. Hang on, let's go back real quick and see. So he did widget class. Oh, here we go. So we made our. Ooh, holy crap! Look at this! Look at this thing! It's like a giant monster. I think I need to fix this. I think it's a little bit much. A little much. Yeah, that's. Oh. Screen. So I don't see it on there. Oop. It's gone. Gone is a bam. Okay. Oh. That's kind of neat. Okay, so we do. I think I think that's a little big. I think we want to thin it out a little bit and then shrink it way down. So we put it in our blueprint, our HUD, our bar. So 300 was way too much. If we do what, maybe 25? Try 25. We can make it like 5 thick, maybe 5 thickness. And then if we push play, that's a little small. So 25 and 5 is a little bit small. 50 and 10. Okay, so if we do that, that's better. Look at that. I think that's still kind of small when I get closer. Like right there is perfect, but then when I get here, it's I don't know. Let's try. What do you think? What do you think? Maybe 65. Yeah, I like that better. I think 10's fine. Yeah, I think that's perfect myself. Then you can. No damage yet. There you go. But I think it's good. I think that's pretty good. Perfect. So let me take a couple notes really quick. That's not what I wanted. So I don't want to show you. I have way too many notes. I have some pictures too, but I don't want to show those yet either. Hang on, let me go down a little bit. There we go. So we can go down. So if we go here, we do. So you want to create a C++ widget, right? So our C++ widget, or what is it called? Hang on, let's go back real quick, just so I remember it. So I was writing it down for. So if we do public, we did HUD. It's a custom health bar. So we looked up all class. Is it widget component, right? Yeah, it's widget component. So we want to create a widget component. All right, so we have that. So we want to make sure we know to do that, and then we so we did that, and then we went and we created a widget blueprint. So widget blueprint. Blueprint under user interface. Yeah, user interface. So mess around. And I know usually there's a canvas, and then you start putting things on the canvas panel, and then you can, because there's another class I took or course that like you can throw a lot of a ton of stuff on. I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. This was on a different computer I don't have right now. But you created a shoot, what was it? It was, you put it on a canvas and then you put another thing on the canvas, and then in that you cut it up, and it was a little crazy, but first, but yeah, we could mess around and figure out some other stuff. I should have known that though. And then I don't think we did anything in this. Actually, we didn't. Okay. Then we just need to figure out where to put the widget. Where figure out what widget on. Okay, so then we just need to figure out what to put the widget on after we create it. So we have our health bar. We could probably do the same thing. Actually, hang on. For example, so we're gonna think about this as putting it on our main our character that we're using. For example, on using, we'd want to put the in C++. So in C++, we'd want to put add the attribute header, because that's in public, to the character. Add the health bar to the character, and this is both of these are done with the create default subobject. Just so, like I said, I can remember. I can kind of look back real quick and be like, oh, okay, that's right. I can start reading. Oh, snap. I remember. And off we go. So I don't understand. The one thing or at least I don't fully understand is when we did it. Oops. Unpin. Let's bring this back here. So we did this. I wonder if we take this out. I'm kind of afraid. You want to screw it? We'll take it out because I mean, it's not gonna break. Nothing will be fine. So because it puts it here, I understand that. I don't know why we're doing that because the attribute's right here. It might be because one's a widget component, the other's not. I don't know though. That's what it. So we'll run live coding real quick. Since we messed with the C++ file, it should be fine. So then if we push play, it might get it. Nope, it's still there. I was curious. So if we go here, it's still there. I don't know why. It says it finished successful. So yeah, I don't know why that is. But we'll just erase this. Oops. And we'll just run live coding again to make sure everything's up to date. Like I said, you don't really want to mess with it too much, live coding too much. From what I read, C++ files are fine. But when you start messing with headers and adding the reflection system in, so the U property, U function, U whatever, U macro or whatever, it starts to have an issue, and so you don't use it then. So that's why I don't care too much with the C++ file, at least according to a thing I read from one of the Unreal developers. If I remember what I read correctly, and if he is part of the Unreal development team, that's what he was mentioning. All right. Now, so we're done. So we're done with live coding. This still works. It's still there. Oops. So our health bar is still there, and I know. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, I missed your thing. You want to know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do something. My bad. So sometimes I forget to kind of look at the chat. So I have the chat like over here, and it's like, it's just hard to see sometimes. Let me do something very quick. And so I found a website that will notify me when someone chats on YouTube. So I try to make sure I turn that on, and I forgot to turn it on. But I'm learning Unreal. I'm following a video course I found. and we're just right now working on. Click unmute. We are working on attributes, so like the health right now. It's fine where it is for now. Like I said, so you have the health up here. If you look at, do I have it open again? I do not. Like if you like the way I was thinking of this, was if we look at world. Let me do this real quick. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's fine. We were talking about daylight savings time. Warcraft. What are we doing? So just figuring out kind of where we could put a health gauge. So if I can't really see that. This one is one we were looking at before. If we pop this up. Oh, it's a YouTube video, not what I was anticipating, but we can see that the enemies have health gauge over their head along with their level. So yeah, that's kind of how this is. And then I mentioned, if you look at like ESO or something, boss fight or something to show an image. Like this one, I think was the one we were looking at. Like, so for the enemy, it's right under the compass, so that's another place you could put it, with ours being at the bottom. So these, I'm guessing, would all be different widgets. So you'd have a widget for the compass, you'd have a widget for which would then be based on the direction you're looking. So you'd have to figure out, which way is north, and then you could probably set it up from there. Then your health for the enemy health, and then your health, magic, and stamina down here. So you don't know how much stamina or magic the enemy has, which I guess would probably be a pretty good thing. You should know how much health they have, so when you can kill them, I guess, but not probably. I don't know. Like this game, I know there's some games where you would want to have that because you can damage like their stamina or their magic, and that could kill them as well, or like knock them out. I don't think that this game does that though. ESO. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm just kind of slowly going through. Like I said, I've learned quite a bit. The game I want to do, which I'm going to start here after I finish this course, is going to use like just kind of like a farming, like kind of like Stardew or like Harvestella, but it's just going to be focused on a little bit different. So it's going to be, hey, this city you can get, X amount of plots for planting food or, whatever. And then you get like 1 or 2 plots for animals. Then you could either go buy food for the animals. You could, get your own food up and running first and then get animals. And then you have this food for them. And then anything you have left, you can go sell. You can go, if you have cows, or you can go get milk. If you have sheep, you can go get their wool. And then just turn around and sell that. And then I probably have something set up where you could, like, it would have, like, just because to make it, like, more difficult, have something like a robber come by and, like, steal all your sheep wool, or like, weather comes by, like super high winds that'll just blow down your crop or something, just to make it harder. So it takes longer to kind of get up there. I mean, it's like I said, it's gonna be pretty small. Well, maybe, I don't know. I might not do that, but it's just gonna be a pretty small game. It'll probably take a while to start collecting everything. I was thinking like 3 or 4 cities where you could go to, and then you could hire someone to work for you at each location. But you would have to go back and do some things, type of thing, so that you're kind of always moving, always doing something. But that was my idea. That's, like I said, it'll probably be a little bit before I'm there. Stimulating. So, zoom in. So, But yeah, so like I said, I'm just kind of watching the course, trying to get a better understanding of how Unreal works, so that I'm not. Ads are running for 90 seconds on Twitch, but just trying to understand a little bit more, so um, I don't get stuck too bad. I got a lot of people that they said to help me out, so that's always a good thing. Or I could probably ask a lot of people different questions as well. I know enough Unreal devs that would help out. Like all of them would. If I could help you out or help anybody out, I would as well. But I am too noob. Like a lot of the people I've been watching have been like doing it for years and years. I wish I could have kept going, but I stopped to get my master's degree. So I did it for maybe 2 years. And when I say 2 years, you like not consistently for 2 years. It was like I would work on it not like every now and then because I was working on some other things too. But now I kind of do want to focus on this, and then I'll probably start learning for a security certification as well, just for my job, so I can maybe try to get a better job. Well, I work on this as a hobby. Okay. Oh, looks like ads are done on Twitch now. But yeah, so like I said, there's some minor issues I have. Like I had something over here that let me first change her hair. It's kind of annoying. Just kind of doesn't look right. That's all. Remember right? And I don't need. I was supposed to say I don't need to do that. We can figure this out. Thought it was on this. Oh, here. So if we do, which one was it? Should have been just mi or so material instance echo groom color. Here it is. No, it's not that one. Echo groom. There we go. It's this one. I did 2 colors. So now when we play, her hair isn't gonna be. It's now brown instead of the like yellow and red. I think is what I picked. I was just messing around with stuff. So we're fine now. So. Oh, we already had to open. Okay, so the parent. Okay. But how you doing today, Floaty? Hopefully you're having an awesome day. I probably should have said that before. Or what are you working on? What do you use engine wise? And what are you working on? Something specific? Are you kind of learning? Or are you just kind of dinking around with stuff? Okay. Public HUD. It's oh. So what's a user widget? I'll have to look this up. User widgets. So okay, so okay, I guess we're gonna learn what a user widget is. I'm not exactly sure. Let me. So before we go on, I do have random stuff. I just put in. Hey, I want something I want to learn. So what is a? Oh wait, no, we don't want that. We have a section for things to look into. No, wait, where's it at? I hear clapping. I think my wife's working out. So I had titled where is it? Real no. I could have swore I had notes for this section. Okay. Nope, not there. Should have been random stuff. Like I had a whole list going of like this. I had to fix the stupid thing, man. That took me a little bit to figure out. I was just messing around, seeing if they could do a custom jump. I probably actually don't need this anymore. And then I was just kind of examples for some stuff. I don't really need this. Actually, I don't need a lot of this. If I want to look it up, I'll look it up again. I was just kind of curious on what they wanted. Issues. No, that's fine. Play sound. Select camera. I don't care about this. I'm not gonna do a like go between the cameras. That's what I was kind of looking up, seeing which one had, just trying to get some ideas. Oh no, what? It should have been things to know and look into. There's a whole freaking list I had. Item information. Shoot, I don't actually see it anymore. Oh, there's a ton of stuff I wanted to know. Delete that. Don't need this. Switch between. Oh my gosh, I was sitting there trying to figure that out, and I come to realize, so if you take in Unreal, if you take the first person camera, so your camera's like right here where your head face is, if you actually zoom out from that, you have two, like you have a lower body, one lower body, and then part of your upper body is normal. And then you have another upper body so you have 4 arms, and then you have this long neck. It's just like weird. Very weird. And I'm like, that's how they do it. And I don't know where to find that specific like body to use. So I was like, as you zoom in, I would have had it change to that if I could, but I don't know where it's at. I'll have to look into it later. So I guess we'll start a new list of things. So what's a user widget? Things to see. Why is look? Okay, so we'll just delete this and we'll put it in this one. I had a whole list. I don't know where it went. I copied that out, so that's probably why. Yeah, meta bind. There's something I want to do with that. But anyways, we wanted to look up, what is, and then a user widget, just so I have something I need to look into, and then I'll probably write it down what it is. Oop. So he did health bar. He put it in the HUD class to differentiate between the widget blueprint and this. So if we create this class, should be in, I don't even know where it is. Oh, okay. Hang on. We're not going to touch it yet. We want to wait till live coding's done. And then we'll, is it done? Okay, it's done. And then we will stop. So we'll close this. This I can't see this. It's like around here. We'll wait till it stops. And then we'll reload all. I just want to make sure the editor's not running. And then so where's the health bar at? It's in HUD. Okay, it's in HUD. I forgot we had a HUD. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Okay, so we have our health. I like to be the header first. So we're going to close all this real quick. Okay, so he has. Oop. Okay. So, okay, so we're opening up. Here we go. Don't need this open. I probably should start doing my GitHub desktop thing. Probably have a couple things I need to fix. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna wait a little bit till we're done with this. Opened. Yes. Oh, he doesn't even have this open. I did all that and he doesn't even have it open. All right, we'll stop it. So, have a public class. So our health bar, if we remember, we did a progress bar, I believe. So is there a progress bar? Bart. You progress Bart. You progress bar. Oops. There we go. So there is a U progress bar, and it's a components progress bar. Okay. So and it's just a class. Okay, so we can do that. I added U because it's usually a user object. So U progress bar, and we're gonna name it our health bar. And then we need to go up here, delete this stuff. Go up here. Okay, we do a class U progress bar. So then that should be fine now. We do have the header, so we probably should go over here. There we go. Oops. Oh yeah, wait, we almost forgot. U property. Okay, so we're going to stop right there real quick. We're going to go open up our notepad section. This, remember when I said, oh, I'll figure out what that is later? That's used right now. So basically what we're doing is we're going to be binding the, so at least from what's being told to me, is that this is, you can simply declare, okay, so and give it a U property, which we did. We can link this or bind it to the blueprint variable health bar. We can use a meta specifier of bind widget. So this will bind the, so if we actually hit one of the things, so I do like to use Claude because I was told to use Claude. It's very good. So what is, what is this? So if we can, so I can't explain things very well. Does do bind a Unreal Motion Graphics widget component to corresponding widgets in Blueprint. Okay. So all right. So yeah, if anybody like Claude's pretty good from what I've been using it for a little bit. It's pretty good. I know there's some other ones. So automatic widget binding. When you create a widget blueprint that inherits from a C++ class, any U property with bind widget will automatically connect to a widget in the blueprint that has the exact same name. This happens at runtime when the widget is constructed. So we need to make sure that, I'm pretty sure health bar is the name. If not, we'll just have to change it in C++. Let me make sure we're still going. Looks like okay, we're good. All right. So yeah, let's just double check. I'm pretty sure we named it health bar. So and where we look at that is the actual. So we look at the name of the actual progress bar that we use, and like I was mentioning earlier, it seemed like that's what we'd want to use. So we'd want to use the progress bar for our health, our stamina, our magicka, and probably our XP as well. Because I think that's the bar that, you know, goes up and down and shrinks and or gets bigger for the yeah. So no, we don't need to open that. Oh, we probably should have. So if we look here, no, we don't want to look there. We can close that. My bad. Okay, so we don't want to look at that. We want to look at, that's a C++ class. We want to look up in our blueprints. Don't do what I do. I do wrong things all the time. Just be patient. We'll get there eventually. So if you look here, this health bar. This is what, so it's health bar here. So we're fine with that. Oops. And then this cute little owl. I was going to show my wife and I forgot. Here we go. So we can stop this. Like he leaves like the thing running, and I don't like using live coding that much because there's just issues. But if we look at, let me copy this out real quick. I have too much stuff open. Let me go over here and find it. It is this one. Here's what it does. So here we go. So if we go to our notes. Okay, so there's a lot of places you can owns. Okay, so it's just like a so we'll do, oh, you all know what, we don't want to do that. We'll put that there. We'll cut that from there. What is / what to know. So for this, we'll do that. We'll go enter, and then we'll do here. So yeah, in this, so if you look, I clicked here, these appear. So if I do another one, it'll italicize it, and I have to do a third one at the end. So this is Obsidian. It's a really nice program. I really like it. Oops. Let me go in the middle. There we go. So then it ends. So if you can see, I see how it's bolded. Oops. See how it's all italicized at the end? That's because we need 3. So 3 will bold and italicize. So we just need to do that and that. Okay. There we go. Like I said, just something name matching is strict. So the other thing I want to add to this is the name to be what the name of the progress bar is in Unreal, and I will copy this real quick. Okay, hang on, sorry about that. Quick. Okay, so if we copy that out, put it there. There we go. So that's what that does. So if we do images, so we add a new folder. We're going to name this folder things to look into and no images. Just so I know where the image comes from, we can look and just drop it in here. And then these two are me messing around with, I don't think I need them, but I will add them into notes for course. Combat, I will add it to the images. Just in case, just to have them. But I was messing with IK and I ended up just, the YouTube video I was watching just ended up not really working that well. So because what his was doing was it was kind of bending correctly a little bit. Mine was the entire leg was just coming, like the bottom, it's not the femur, you're basically from your knee down to your ankle, that bone was just coming out, and I'm like, not working correctly. So I'll have to look at it more, but I wonder if I should copy out the IK from the third person template and copy it in, because I did that before and I'm pretty sure it worked. So I wonder if I should do that again and then relink the IK to that instead in the animation. I wonder if that would be a little better to do. It probably would be, but I'm not going to do that. I do need to start streaming longer by the looks of it. Because like I said, this could be a short stream. I was gonna head off in a little bit still. I mean, I was technically gonna head off like 15 minutes ago, but I'll stay in for a little longer. As we're learning and slowly making through this, or making our way through this. Close this. So, and I know FJ Eden dude, I guess Vegeten. I don't know. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. He's kind of gave us some helpful information. Actually, let me copy this out real quick too. So he gave us some helpful information in the. I don't even remember where I put it, honestly. Attribute information. It's overheated. So we'll add that as well. So he gave me this two information. So if you want to start full, use the result of HP divided by. So your HP could equal your match HP as a percentage value. So you could have 100 and 100, and then as you're starting here, it ends up being 1, because in that graph for the progress bar, it starts off at 1 and it goes down to 0. That's why he mentioned 10 divided by 100, and then 0. So you oops, see. But so yeah, that's I mean, like I said, it's been a minute and I kind of have an inkling of where things should go based off another course I was taking, and I just forget. Because like I said, I'm a noob. I'm still a noob. I'll always be a noob. So we have this. I think we're probably gonna want to. Okay, so he's back over. Oh. So he's now not doing that. We can stop. I should have waited. Is that where you wanted the widget component? Yeah. So he's. There you go. Okay, so he's talking about how this is a T subclass of a U user widget of the get widget class, and that's us when we selected the widget we want to use, which is return the widget class that we pretty much the one we believe we created. Like I said, I'm a noob, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Hopefully, hopefully in a year I'll have a lot of knowledge. That's my goal. All right. And okay. So he's just looking at that, telling us there was a T subclass of, which that's one of the things I need to. I don't fully understand what that is. So we can go here. T subclass of. Actually, you want to know what, we're gonna do this real quick. Oops. There we go. So the hashtags at the front are headers. So we have a bigger header right here, and then it goes smaller and smaller. So like I said, this is a nice program to use if this is something that you're looking for. So T subclass of T array is another one I want to look into. And the nice thing you can do is you can do this, use C++, and then you can, I don't know how to change the, I'll just grab this though. I don't know how to change the color for this stuff, but you can put this in there and it looks kind of nice. Also, if you're using Python, or I believe Python works, or C, or probably C sharp. You can, yeah. So it's Python. Oop. So it looks like Python works. I think XML works too. So I mean, there's, like I said, the super nice. XML. You could just, because when you get out of it, it'll just kind of go away. And oh yeah, over here it says XML. Oops, they made a copy to my clipboard. But yeah, so I mean, it's a super nice program. So if anybody needs something like this, I prefer this myself. Let's see right here. Okay, so we need to use get. Okay. Okay. So he's just saying or it's fine for what we're doing right now. So we hit F5 is usually what I do is I'll run this. Oh, my thing's open. ESO. So what? Yes. So parent is still there. Let's see. Because I thought he was talking about the parent class should switch. Oh. Okay, so we need to reparent it. So, okay, so basically, okay, that's what's going on. Let's see. Oh, that was weird. I was disconnected for a second, huh? Okay, sorry. There was someone on YouTube I wanted to check out. They messaged in there, so looks like they're a new dev. Okay, hang on. Let's go back. So he's okay. So okay, so he's just kind of talking about some other stuff. Okay, that's fine. That's how many do I have left in this section? A lot. There's a lot. I'm like about 75% away through this course right now, so and hopefully that'll help me. I'll probably still be a little weak. I'll have to have this probably open to kind of look at stuff to remember, bring up some memories. because ads are running for 90 seconds, but he was like he took. I was kind of surprised. I didn't know you could do this, but he took a animation blueprint, like he took our animation and then he cut it up into 3 different ones. It was kind of interesting. Actually, I can show you real quick. Actually, yeah, I was about to say it's not open, but I can show you real quick. So if we look at our blueprint, our character, and then he has the Echo one, the IK, and then so if we go into Echo, we'll look at our graph. Okay. Oh my gosh, I kind of remember how to do this. These I don't remember. It's a linked anim, that's right. Yeah, so you take a linked anim graph, and then your instance class, you could pick it. So that's why I like the main states class. So I could do this, and then you would bind, whatever is falling, or oh, we don't want that character state. My bad. So character states. So whatever character state you were, it would automatically input that there, and then you just did a oh crap, what is it? Crap, he cached it. There we go. He cached it off of this, and then we use that cache pose to go forward. Oh, it looks like Twitch ads are done as well. Or is they done? Yep, ads are done. But yeah, so he looks like he then cached it here. Then he used the cache pose to go into the IK anim graph, and then you have your default slot. So for your animation montages, and then your output pose. So oops, I don't want to save that. So basically, this is your main one. It doesn't matter. I'll save it. And then you have a main state. So this focuses on, this stuff. Don't need that open. So it focuses, if you're on the ground, if you're in the air, and landing. So you're basically you're running, and then walking, running, and then if you're jumping. So yeah, I did not know you could do that. So it kind of gives me an idea of something to do in the future to kind of make it so everything's kind of smaller. Instead of having a really large animation graph, you can cut it down quite a bit. So you can focus it. Hey, this is only going to focus on this. This is going to focus on the IK, and then we'll have our main one, and then we'll have hey, this is focused on this section that we're using, so that you can then kind of bring it all together in your main one, so it's really small. So refactoring it pretty much, I believe. Oh, check. All right. So I probably should end it here though, because like I said, I was going to. Let me see what he's doing now. Yeah, probably go right over to Gamian. So basically, if anybody wants, at least on Twitch, and not Twitch, I mean YouTube, I am pretty sure that's my. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's my Twitch. If anybody wants to go raid with me, there's a someone making a game. Yep, it's me. All right, so someone making a game called Field of Heroes. I will post this here. So we're gonna go raid over to him. Right now, it looks like he's watching. It looks like Irad might have raided him. So over on Twitch, it looks like Irad probably raided him. So we're going to raid over to him. We are. I'm thinking. Hang on. Shoot, I forget. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's making a game called Field of Heroes. It's basically like a soccer brawler game. It looks super fun. He's doing like open beta testing right now, I believe. Alpha or beta, I forget. One of the two. Not right now, but he does it every once a month, I think, just to get people in to test it to see, and they give him feedback on things he could fix. and he's still working on finishing the game. It should be released, I think it was Q1 of 26. So people on YouTube, if you want to come over to Twitch, we're going to go right over to him. Other than that, I will be kind of signing out over there. I think the next time I'll stream will probably be Thursday for right now. I'll be Monday, Thursday, Saturday for sure. I'll be streaming. Not for sure. I'm going to try to stream on YouTube and Twitch for game dev stuff. And then Saturday, I'm going to try to focus on like a community type thing. So if anybody has any games, like multiplayer games that they want to play with other people, I have a lot. Like I have Arma Reforged. I have ESO. I have like some first person shooters. Like I have Battlefield 6. I don't have Black Ops 7 yet. I have Arc Raiders. I have Fortnite. You know, I have a number of games. So if anybody wants to play, that's what I'm gonna try to do on Saturday. We're gonna do okay. Sorry, my daughter had an issue with her car. There's a thermostat that needs to be replaced, which is usually pretty easy to fix. But then there's a differential pinion seal. So on your differential, it's kind of where your gearbox is for your axles and stuff, I believe. The seal for that kind of pretty much wore out. It looks like it's leaking gear oil, which you don't want because that'll ruin your differential. But anyways, so YouTube, if you want to come over, that's great. We'll go right over to him. Other than that, YouTube, I hope you have an awesome day, and I plan on being back Wednesday. Plan on being back Thursday. Another shorter stream, maybe 2 hours or however long I have it right now, as I don't have a whole lot of time. But other than that, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you hopefully on Thursday. So until then, bye on YouTube. I'll see you guys later.